What is up, guys? It's your boy Dan, right back at you again with another episode of 302 Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new and you're still hanging around and you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, that way you're informed of all of our future episodes. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, drop a comment below, we'd love to hear from you, and of course follow us on Instagram at 302 Fishing. Welcome to the bright sunny state of Delaware, guys. It is a balmy, yes I said balmy 26 degrees. It's cold as hell out here, guys, and I'm freezing my butt off already. It has been like this all week. So, you know what that means. The ponds are frozen solid. The lake's the same as well. So we're relegated to our spillways. But I stepped out of the box. Normally you would see me go 5 minutes out of my way to the normal spillway that you see on this episode multiple times. But today, I decided to drive 15 miles away from my house and come almost to the Delaware-Maryland border and fish this spillway that's right behind me here. Feeds off of this pond that's right behind me here. This is where I caught my first 6-pounder about 10 years ago. I was so excited when I caught that thing, man. But we're about to try to get some fish on the end of the line. I'm sorry I haven't had an episode in a little bit. I tried last week to get something going on. I fished all day and only got one bluegill, and I wasn't about to put that episode up there. So we're gonna try to get multiple fish today. That's what's gonna happen. But the last time we had a fishing episode that we didn't get up, it was nasty, dark, and horrible. Now it's nice and sunny. I think we're gonna have some success here. We are fishing with nothing but night crawlers. I'm gonna take a little bit different approach to trying to catch these fish, but I'll get into that as we get into the video. So give me a couple seconds, let me get everything I need to get this episode going on. We'll start casting out there, guys, and hopefully if we get lucky, we get some fish on. We made our way down the hill, and we are on our shoreline, and we're out here again in this nice looking spillway here that feeds off of that pond that's right underneath that bridge right there. Traditionally, guys, when it's cold weather like this, I'm out here with a weighted bobber, and I'm just trying to figure out what the depth is to try to put that worm in order to try to catch those fish. We're going to do away with that today, and we're going to be, again, a little bit different in trying to approach these fish. I know they're going to be down into the thermocline, which is the warmest part in the winter, because, again, warm water sits on the bottom, cold water up top in the winter, and it's reversed when it comes around the spring to the summertime. So the approach is going to be, we are going to be having a Carolina rig, and at the end of that Carolina rig, we are going to come out with a floating jig, guys. That's what we're going to be using today to try to catch fish. So the idea is we're going to have about that much line right there, and at the end of that line where this jig is tied off on, we're going to have a barrel swivel, and then just after that barrel swivel, we're going to have maybe a 1/16 of an ounce teardrop weight. And when a weight drops into the bottom of the water, the idea is that this jig right here is going to float. Because, again, it's made of balsa wood or whatever the floating material that they have underneath this paint is. And hopefully it sits right just into that water column where the fish are hanging into that thermocline, that warm water. And again, hopefully producing a bite along the way here. So give me a moment. Let's tie this rig on. Let's get that night crawler out there and see how fast it'll take for these fish to react to this different rig. All right, so here is the Carolina rig I was talking about. Here's the teardrop sinker right here on my middle finger. There's the barrel swivel. Here's the length of line that we have. And of course, there's our jig right on the end of the line right there. As I mentioned, down on the bottom, that floats up top into the thermocline and into the water column where I think the fish will be. And hopefully they'll swoop up on that nice little morsel in the middle of winter. We'll get that hooked up on our floating jig out there. I'm hoping we get a quick bite. Come on, get on there. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm hooked up, guys. That's not how it's supposed to work. Already having problems, guys. You gotta love when these lines wrap around, especially in cold days and you're trying to use your gloves to get things untangled here. Let's get that first cast out there. Let that sink down to the bottom. And then we're just gonna lay our rod right down on here so we can try to keep our hands warm. And we're just gonna watch the tip and see what happens. The key is, how long is it gonna take to get fish on the end of the line? My toes are like popsicles right now. They are cold. And I've got 2 pairs of socks on. They're pretty thick, they're not thin socks. There you go. Oh. I was a little late on that one. All right, we got a bite going on here. Just watch the tip. See the tip? Definitely bluegills hitting on the end of it. I can just tell by the way that that line's being tapped. Bummer. But they always try to strip the worm right off the end of the hook here. That's what those bluegills are famous for. They're very clever. I'm trying to throw into this calm area right here. You can see all the foam moving right in the middle. But it seems like in this calm area where I'm throwing at is right where the fish are biting at. Right on the outside of that moving water. Oh, my goodness. That was a big bump. Fish on. There we go. What do we got? Ah. We lost him. Missed it. Oh, fish on. There's a fish on there. I thought I missed him. He took that hook in there pretty well. Well, there you go. Pretty colors right there. Need another species here. All right, are we going to get another one on the end of the line, guys? Are we going to get a different species? Who knows? But at least we're getting hits. There we go, fish on. We got one, guys. It's a decent size, whatever it is. Got something decent on here. There, he's just spinning around. Nope. We got him on the side, guys. They're just basically side swiping the bait here. Whoop. Let's get her going. That fish didn't want any of that. I think I stunned him. Yeah, I stunned him, man. He's gonna end up being turtle food. Future dinner for a turtle or two out there, or pickerel might be flying around here somewhere, or bass. I'd say the floating jig's working out pretty well, man. I'm gonna have to use this more often. I think we got him, guys. Thought I missed him. What do we got here? He's fighting. He's fighting. Woohoo! More sunnies, guys. More sunnies. That one's got a nice bright yellow belly on him, man. Great iridescent colors. Again, they're hitting that jig pretty well. And they're getting a hook set in there decently. Fish are fish, guys. That's all that matters right now. It's got to be more than a sunny in here. Oop, she gone. It's a pretty cool looking bird here. I'm gonna turn around very slowly. He's making his way up the branch right here. See the little kind of lightish greenish tint? It's got a tiny little red spot on top of its head. Day 2 in the struggle of being a Delaware fishing YouTuber. It has been a grind. It has been horrible and cold and raw out here. Yesterday, we came out. We did get fish on the end of the line. We got 4 or 5 sunnies, somewhere around there. And I said, you know what? I'm going to come out the next day because it's supposed to be actually a little bit warmer. It was, what, 28 degrees yesterday. Today, it's a respectable 38 degrees. So you would think with a warmer day, the fish would be a little bit more active. Well, guess what, guys? Wrong answer. I've been out here for 5 hours fishing at least 5 spillways. Some were frozen, some were half frozen, some were not. And all of those bodies of water that I went to yielded me Absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna fall back right where we started this episode at yesterday, and that's right on this spillway that is right on the Delaware Maryland border. I still got some worms left. I got the floating jig tied on. All we gotta do is cast out there, guys, and try to come out on a positive note over these 2 days, guys. I'm struggling, I'm working hard, and I'm doing my best for you, man. We're gonna try to get through this bad weather because it doesn't look any better in the next week or two. It's still gonna be cold and chilly, and all these ponds and lakes are still frozen. So let's get to work. Here we go. I'm gonna be so mad if I've been driving around all day today, and if I drop this line in here and we get an automatic bite right off the bat. Truly, the struggle is real here. Yesterday, it seemed like the spot was to sit into the calm area here rather than where the current is moving, so that's right where we're gonna drop this bait at. Right there. See how long it takes for a bite to come upon our line here, or our night crawler. Temperature is definitely dropping, so I gotta get my gloves back on. I think it went below freezing. You can just tell kind of how the water is like moving around. Usually when it's nice and warm, these ripples are really fast and wavy, but if you can look here, they're kind of slowish, and it's letting me know that it's getting colder and colder, and this may even freeze up here. But we'll get our nice little fingerless gloves going on, and just keep it on the tip of the rod there. Oh, we're getting a hit here, guys. There we go, fish on, I think. Yeah, that was some big hits right there. I turned my back for 5 seconds. Just light taps on the end of the line here. There you go. There's a nice little hit. Fish on. All right. And the sunny Palooza continues on. Look how yellow. Ooh. Quick release. All right, we got to get him moving so he doesn't go in shock here. There you go, he's gone. Uh-oh, oh, there he goes. He was stunned, he didn't know what to do with himself. I thought he was gonna die. All right, I think the wise thing is probably gonna be to hold the rod, guys. There you go, that was a solid hit. Real solid hit. Ooh, he's a jumper. You like how I saved that worm, guys? And look at this one, guys. Real predominant black spot on its side of its head there. Again, really good looking size. Sonny's here. He's a little spaz right now, but we're trying to settle him down. Oh. Hopefully you guys are still awake here. I know it's pretty boring watching sunfish being pulled in left and right, but it's content, guys. Come on. There you go, fish on. Timed that one pretty well. Man, he's a little fighter. Whoa, look at the size of that one, guys. Holy crap. Man, oh man, that's a jumbo. Look at the size of this one, guys. Holy crap. Check it out, guys. That is a big, big bluegill for Delaware. Whoa. But yeah, nice coloration, man. I mean, look at the iridescence on that fish, man. That's as big as my hand. That's as big as some of the crappie we catch here. Beautiful, beautiful bluegill. She's gone. Not much more I could do with that video right there. I mean, it is what it is. Our weather sucks here in Delaware. I wish we were in a spot where we can go ice fishing, but it just does not stay cold enough long enough, as I mentioned to you multiple times throughout the years right here. So it kind of hampers our ability to try to put some species on the end of the line, especially when it gets to the sub-freezing temperatures. It's been 30s and 40s during the week, and of course right when the weekend comes by, it decides it wants to be in the 20s and the teens, instantly freezing up these bodies of water, making it much, much harder for me to put episodes up in front of you. So hopefully you would have enjoyed that little episode. If you did, guys, give us that big fat thumbs up. Drop a comment below if you have anything to say about it. Of course, follow us on Instagram at 302 Fishing. Like, subscribe, push that notification bell. That way you're informed of all of our future episodes. And as always, guys, fish on.